Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today we are diving deep into the anatomy of an absolute titan in India's health and hygiene segment, Eureka Forbes. Now, if you've ever seen an AquaGuard water purifier or one of their super popular vacuum cleaners, you already know this brand. But today we're going to unpack exactly how they became the vanguard of this industry and how their marketing strategy actually sustains that massive leadership.
So you gotta ask yourself, how do you build an empire on clean water? It's kind of a fascinating challenge, right? Well, the secret sauce here is that this legacy brand strategy focuses on selling trust and health rather than just moving appliances. They aren't just trying to shove a machine into your kitchen. They're trying to secure a long-term customer relationship built entirely on peace of mind.
See, they position themselves firmly in health and hygiene solutions. And actually, that is a crucial distinction. It immediately elevates our understanding from basic retail mechanics, where you buy a box and never speak to the brand again, to an essential lifestyle solution. Their whole brand positioning is anchored around wellness, safe drinking water, reliability, and long-term performance.
Here is our agenda for today's strategic teardown. First, building a trusted empire. Second, the core marketing mix. Third, customer service as strategy. Fourth, the digital evolution. And finally, strengths, weaknesses, and threats. Let's get right into it. Okay, section 1, building a trusted empire, targeting the market. So, who exactly are they selling to? Well, the sheer scale of their market penetration across India is honestly staggering. They target urban and semi-urban households, middle to upper income families, and health-conscious professionals. But here's the thing, their reach doesn't stop at residential front doors. By embedding themselves in commercial establishments, healthcare facilities, and schools, they build a ubiquitous presence. This B2B and B2C combo makes their brand literally synonymous with clean water everywhere you go. And casting this wide net is driven by a very clear objective: increase market share while promoting health, hygiene, and technological innovation. Everything they do is rooted entirely in solving real environmental pain points for the consumer. By positioning themselves as the definitive answer to these really fundamental health concerns, they build rock-solid long-term reliability. Moving right along to section 2, the core marketing mix, the engine. Now check out the fascinating tension in their pricing strategy here. While they use premium pricing for advanced models to keep that brand prestige high, they balance it out in a highly price-sensitive market with EMIs, financing options, and discounts. And they pair all of this with massive omni-channel distribution. We're talking company-owned stores, authorized dealers, direct-to-consumer online platforms. They make sure there is absolutely zero friction between you wanting a purifier and actually checking out. But a truly foundational element of their promotion is demonstration-based selling. Picture this. By coming in and directly showing you the value of water and air purification right inside your own home, they build immediate face-to-face trust. It's a brilliant strategy that takes an abstract concept like health and turns it into a tangible, undeniable visual right in front of the buyer. Which brings us to section 3, customer service as strategy, the moat. The absolute cornerstone of this protective moat is the AMC, or annual maintenance contract. This right here is where Eureka Forbes shifts from just being a hardware retailer into a recurring revenue machine. It isn't just about fixing a broken appliance. It is a dedicated service agreement that locks customers into a long-term, monetized ecosystem. It generates unmatched loyalty and predictable cash flow year after year. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how meticulously they've mapped out the retention journey. It starts off with seamless installation support, setting the right tone from day one. Then it transitions smoothly into proactive preventative maintenance and robust helplines. But they don't stop there. They lock you in post-purchase through mobile apps and referral initiatives. Having this level of comprehensive support is a massive competitive advantage over cheaper, lower-tier rivals. All right, section 4, the digital evolution, adapting the empire. So how does a traditional direct sales giant survive the modern era? They adapt. They're leveraging digital platforms for way more than just e-commerce. They are actively educating customers on water quality online, basically taking their famous physical demo selling and translating it into digital ad campaigns and testimonials. They've totally streamlined the whole experience too, letting you book service via their mobile app while keeping the conversation going through targeted social media and email engagement.
And the next frontier? Smart home integration and IoT-enabled purification products. To keep that premium positioning and keep pace with just how fast tech is moving, they're ensuring their purifiers aren't just effective, but smart. Imagine a machine that can schedule its own predictive maintenance before it even breaks. This technological shift is absolutely crucial for them to stay relevant to today's connected consumer.
Finally, Section 5, Strengths, Weaknesses, and Threats, the Battlefield. Look, despite having massive strengths, like incredible brand recognition, a wide portfolio, and that trusted after-sales network we just talked about, strategic vulnerabilities definitely exist. Their premium pricing leaves them exposed to cheaper alternatives. They're heavily dependent on the domestic Indian market. And because their service network is so vast, the actual quality of local service can sometimes vary, which threatens to damage that hard-earned trust.
So they really face a strategic tug-of-war for their future. The opportunities to expand into rural markets, ride that e-commerce growth wave, and launch smart home products are huge. But the threats? They're equally severe. Intense competition from lower-priced brands, highly price-sensitive consumers, and the very real, very dangerous threat of counterfeit brand imitation.
And this brilliantly illustrates the battlefield realities keeping their executives awake at night. They have to navigate increasing domestic and international competition. They have to manage severe pricing pressure without destroying their premium brand value, and they have to adapt to constantly changing consumer preferences while keeping pace with relentless tech innovation. It's a masterclass in just how incredibly difficult it is to defend market leadership once you've achieved it. So, what does this all mean for us? In a market driven so heavily by price and fierce competition, can legacy innovation, superior customer service, and absolute trust really keep Eureka Forbes on top? Their comprehensive approach to customer experience is definitely formidable, but the e-commerce and technological battlefields take absolutely no prisoners. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I hope it clarified how this empire was built and the immense challenges it faces next. Catch you later.